I'm not the most technically savvy person in the world, and I love Facebook. I love the connection and community, and um, yeah, I like Facebook. But I'm seeing something happen on Facebook that has me a little perplexed and concerned. We're all facing uh, globally. We are all facing the anxiety of this coronavirus. We're all having to take stock in our lives, in our choices, in how we manage those lives. And and I see a lot of people expressing fear and anxiety. And certainly if I'm sitting in front of the television and watching every news report that comes across, that that certainly is going to feed those anxieties. I want you to just think for a moment. We're dealing with a global pandemic. What's happening in Italy, in China, in Peru, in Utah is all very similar. And yet, when I look out the window, I don't see one tree that's nervous. And the four-legged ones and the winged ones, life and Mother Nature is happening with ease. I don't want to discredit the place of anxiety and fear, but I want to perhaps suggest that as a global community, we have been programmed and domesticated to gravitate to the place of fear. When in reality, what's happening in the world today has happened in the past. And, for instance, when we colonized America and the colonial people used disease to wipe out tribal nations. The smallpox epidemic among Native Americans were intentionally introduced. But what I want to suggest is there is a blessing here. There is an opportunity for us to emerge from this cocoon of isolation in different ways. That perhaps those of us who survive will embrace a new story and a new paradigm of how to interrelate to each other, to be connected to each other, to honor life, to honor the earth, to honor our environment, to deepen our relations. As I sit with what's happening, when I consider the implications for my own life, I have some fear, but I am working aggressively to program my mind in that direction of faith. And in my spiritual practices, there's a unique way of approaching things, but I want to ask all of you of any kind of faith, whether that's the Christian God, or that's Gaia, or the Creator, or an Orisha, or an ancestral connection. Let us all deepen our faith and commitment and trust in this power that moves all of us. And let us not be separated by politics. Let us not be separated by religion or dogma, but let us find the essence of faith and communion. And let's see if we can shift the pandemic of fear to a place of trust.